Question for you guys. Were you born in India? Do you live in India? Which part of India? Or were your family from India and you were born somewhere else? And where are you joining from? Bunch of questions there. Go ahead.
Who do you want to go first?
Anyone.
All right,
Yeah, I will
that's
start first. I will start first as I live in India right now in India. So I've game only in most of the part of India. So game in India is of course it's possible, but the result will vary from people from which part of India is. Especially if it is from Mumbai, I would rate Mumbai number one because it's like 2 CR population. Second, I would rate Bangalore as compared to Delhi because Delhi is lot filled with gamers and only 5 to 6 places are there where the game it's like it has become a huge chaos of a lot of pickup artists. Being in the conservative society of the Indian, if you see the southern part of India, the northeast part of India, there will be a huge struggle. If you generally target 2 tier and 3 tier cities of India, getting the sets, I mean to say the woman, it becomes difficult. For example, my personal experience, I was in Pune. So in 2 to 3 hours, I used to hardly find 2 or 3 sets in at least 3 to 4 hours of duration. Uh, but when in Bangalore, the situation is different. In every 2 or 3 hours, you can find at least 10 to 15 women walking by. And that is
Oh, we
Mumbai
got a we got
was
a
in front.
question about specific Indian cities later, so let's save that for a little later. Oh, where did you say you're
Mhm.
calling in from?
Sorry?
Raj, where are you
Yeah,
calling in from right now?
I'm from Pune,
Oh,
Maharashtra
that's how
district.
you pronounce
The
it? I've
middle
been
of India,
calling it
middle of
Poon the
India.
entire time, like Game Poon. Poon, Phil Poon. Oh my, I've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time. Damn it, I learned something there. Alrighty, who's next?
yeah, I can go.
So, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Nathan, yeah.
Sorry, Deepak. Yeah, I mean, I'm originally from India. I grew up there. Funny enough, I was a virgin before I ever moved to US. I was a virgin until 26, so I've never fucked a pure Indian, like a purebred Indian ever. I mean, I tried when I was like, what, 17, 18. Um, I would get hardcore friend zoned by girls. So, I mean, little bit of background there, but yeah, I'm from Hyderabad. It's a South Asian city, South Indian city, and yeah, right now I'm in Miami. I moved to America like 13 years ago now.
Nice. How
Okay.
about you, Deepak?
So, yeah, right now I'm here in Lisbon, in Portugal. I'm making this stream from Portugal, and yeah, born in India from Delhi, and migrated in Germany long ago. And I am like teaching day game art of meeting girls in the daytime scenario since 2013 in three languages: English, Hindi, and German language. And I have been in another streams also in this channel. So in this stream, what I want to talk about, I want to go beyond dating, beyond what we say. Uh, Beyond dating for Indian guys, I want to discuss about the mindset. I also do want to discuss about the hate against Indian, the racism, what can be the solution, what the other guys think about it. I want to discuss all these things. I want to make this stream, it should be beyond dating. I don't want to discuss the same like, oh yeah, race don't matter, oh this don't matter, that don't matter. We gone past that thing. We already know what matters, what don't matter. And we sure we can talk about indian con eh, about Indian dating scene, but I also want to focus on Indians, non-residents Indians, as well as Westborn Indians who are living in the West. I want to focus on that, these demographic also. What are the problem they are facing? I have also
Yeah, we got
uh,
lots of questions to
just
cater
one thing,
for
just
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 about all
like
of that.
yeah, that also, the one thing also, that I have this one clip I will show about related to this Westbourne Indian. So I will show this clip in the later in the stream. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
And South Asian Fit, where are you calling in from? What kind of Indian are you? You know, born in India? Which part of India?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm half Bengali. For those of you that
Mm.
aren't aware, Bangladesh is the country to the right of India. But my dad's side is from India. So South Asian, brown descent. I mean, same culture. If you can't tell from the accent, I was born in America, and I'm calling in from DC, East Coast, Baltimore, DC region. Thanks for having me, man.
No worries. So you're telling me that Bengali means basically I've been saying Bangladeshi. I've been saying it wrong the entire time, and Bengal tigers are from
Bangladesh. Yeah,
Bangladesh. Damn it,
yeah.
I've been doing it wrong all my
It's all
entire
right.
life.
Everyone says Bangla,
Learning.
but it's really Bangla, but it's all
I
good.
see. Alrighty, let's jump into all this stuff. Is dating harder for Indian guys, or is that just a myth? Who's gonna take it
So
first?
yeah, I mean, should I talk about it first, or is dating is hard for Indian guys? What we're talking about in India or in the West? That's the first
Well,
question.
in general, you know, this is the thing with Game Global. We're just everywhere.
Okay,
So
in
we got a
gen,
variety of guys here, so it's all about
I will say
perspective in so many forms.
in general, like for dating for Indian guys in India can be hard, but there are different reasons for that. The society, the situation there is, there are like different situations, different factors involved in that region. Of course, race is not playing any role in that region. For example, when we're talking about dating for Indians in India, race is not playing a big role. So when we are talking about like dating for Indians in the West, then definitely there are some factors we have to take care. And sometimes I think race is not a big issue, but the mindset of Indian is the biggest issue that is stopping them to get success with girls. Because I see Indian people not that bad looking guys. We can be seen as same as Latinos, but our results are not on that level. Our results that getting girls for Indian guys, Westmore Indians, or who are moved there in India, in the West, their results are not good. It is not because of the skin color and race. Of course, these things do factors play a role, but it's the mindset that stopping them in getting the top level results. Yeah. What other person people think about it?
So, Deepak, I have a question for you. A lot
Mhm.
of Indian guys, they say that okay, we have little bit of the result and the game in India is little complicated, and they have that mindset that if they go to move to US or UK, and they have that, I don't know, the preconceived notion that they say, oh, if I will go like US or UK, game will be becoming easy for me, and then I can easily get laid. How much is true? You have the experience of both the places. So according to your experience, how much it is true?
I mean, when I was in India, I was like you can say almost like a virgin. I had no experience. But when I came to Europe, I also was not getting laid. That's why I have to learn the game. I learned the game and in a proper way, and then I got results. At that time, when I was learning, for example, there was no concept of looks maxing. Right now, since few years, we have this looks maxing concept. So I learned the game on very hard mode. So without any looks maxing, we didn't know about it at that time. So it was like very hardcore, mode we learned. So in one way, I will say, for example, if you are going to UK. Uh, then it can happen that it will be tougher than in India. If you're going to UK, it can be tough because of the demographic, the stereotype. What the stereotype is different there. If you are going to USA, USA can be slightly easy, but still it is going to, you have to put lot of effort. You have to learn proper game. I mean, Nitin is also there here. He knows also. Um, there are some countries where you may not face the racial disadvantage, but it is also disappearing slowly, slowly. Because, now these days, lot of Indian guys are going out, and I like it. Why not? And trying their luck outside. And I have seen a lot of in the YouTubes also. Some are getting success also, but it is not like piece of cake. Like everybody can like pack their bag and go out and get results. Some guys are like some guy. If you see some guys are showing success, it is we don't know about the game part, but sometimes they have a vlog, sometimes they have a like the social media clout, and then the girls come, and then they show the girls, and then it looks like it is easy. Sometimes this can play a role because of the social media clout they get. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. I had the reason I asked you the question because there was one guy who's like 27 plus F closes in 1 year, and he went to UK in Germany. I don't forgot the name, place of the name. And he said, now I don't know what is happening to me. Like, there's too much racism. I like, and maybe the European people don't like my skin, or maybe I'm Indian. I said, I don't know, man. And he was amazingly doing well in India.
He's doing, wait a minute.
He's doing amazing well in India, but when he
Uh-huh.
goes outside, he has that because I can understand his mind because India has been like mostly run by Britishers and they have that own conditioning. Okay, whites are more superior. It goes not all, but few of the Indians have that. As like they
Mhm.
have a crazy infatuation towards like, oh, Eastern chick, Eastern girl. In the mind, they make it so big that they don't keep it normal.
This is where the thing, like I would like to listen to the other guys also here.
Yeah,
Definitely not like just few guys. I will say 99% of the population in India still think that white is superior. My parents think, my
right.
grandparents think, they all think I have to fucking get out of it because there was no other way for me to get success. If I'm getting success with, I mean, look at, I mean, and
Hmm.
I'm not that good. I'm like 46. Not neither looks nor social media clout, nothing. I get the like top level results. I have to get out of this thing. Like I have to rewire my mindset completely like opposite, and I was trained by my parents that white is superior, English superior. When you speak English you are superior, when you speak Hindi you are inferior. And like majority of the guys, 90, 95, I will say 99% Indians still think in that colonial kind of mindset, and that is the biggest reason I think that is stopping them to get real success, you know in this in their dating life. So what are the I want to listen the other guys also views about it.
Yeah, that is true.
And
I mean, uh, like in my opinion, I think a lot of Indians can get success. They, like you said, there's mindset issues. Um, and also, let's say like someone is getting laid in India. I've noticed that like I've coached students who are from India, but then they move to America, and even if they had success in India, their whole experience is different in America. So like when I speak to them, I realize that they already, before even they go and talk to a girl, they're already thinking, oh shit, she's going to think that I'm this awkward Indian. Well, okay, behave like a not awkward Indian. Like try to watch other people, try to at least emulate that behavior where you do not look like that awkward Indian. For to begin, like you can just not wear one of those like IT guy clothes, like full hands, full fucking button up, those check shirts. Don't let her even think of that stereotype when you're going up to her. But because they have that mindset where it's like, oh no, I have to not look like that, they end up looking like that. It's almost like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy where they're trying to not do something, but they're subconsciously doing it. So that's even before they're going into an interaction, they're already losing. They're coming from a back foot, basically. When I go up, I don't have any of these like thoughts. It could be that because I've been with a lot of women, I've spoke to a lot of women. I'm very social, I'm very charismatic, but that came from talking to thousands of women here. Like I've traveled outside US a couple of times, but most of my success has been in the US. And like it's not just white girls, like Latinas, fucking Polish, fucking Russians, everything. Like, and none of these girls actually thought, you know, you actually do. Most of these girls always say like, you actually don't look like a typical Indian. What they're truly saying is like, you don't behave like a typical Indian. So I think that's one thing where like you have to first look at yourself. You should have that self-awareness where you clearly know what are some things that you can fix in behavior wise so that you don't come across as this awkward Indian who's shy, who can't even hold eye contact with the girl just because he thinks that she's super pretty, right? And then like I never started with that mindset, but I just went in with an open mind. Okay, some people face racism. Okay, some people thought, some girls, some women, they thought, okay, Indians are like, oh, they're not that attractive. Okay, cool, fine. So what? All right. If I have to talk to 100 women instead of 30 women, I'll do it. Which is what I did. I was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll get my own reference experiences. I'll create my own reality. Doesn't matter what happened in the past, doesn't matter what happened to some other guy. I will create my own reality, and that's how I've been successful. So I think that's one way people can get out of any kind of like racial stereotypes, anything.
Yeah, so I want to piggyback off what Deepak said. It's really a mindset issue, right? I think a lot of brown guys, they have this weak like this bitch made kind of mindset, right? So if they're gonna go, approach an attractive girl, a lot of them they just won't do it. They like pre kind of reject themselves because they're like, "Oh, I'm brown, she's white, she's too attractive. I'll probably get rejected." It's like this negative black pilled kind of mindset, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, is it harder in like the West compared to, maybe your home country? Sure, it could be, but it's the same for a lot of minorities, right? So are you gonna just bitch out and not try, or are you gonna actually, put your best foot forward and approach the girl, right? Good things in life, like it takes a lot of effort to get better at. You got to put in the work, regardless, of whatever ethnicity you are. And yeah, I mean, listen, it's not just Indians, like other minorities have it too. But here's the thing, is there an Indian guy out there who's short or bald that gets girls as a girlfriend, gets laid? Obviously, yeah. So, to those Indian guys that are struggling out there, my response is like, what the hell is your excuse, right? So it's just level up, make yourself the most attractive version of yourself, learn game, the social skills, the confidence, hit the gym, looks max. And the more you level up in all these areas of life, the more attractive you're going to be to, any women, regardless of their race, regardless of your race, right? So that's kind of like my best advice. But yeah, it's really just this like negative mindset a lot of brown guys have. They kind of just pre-reject themselves. So, but is dating harder for Indian guys? I mean, yeah, as a minority, yeah, it could be more difficult when you're in like a westernized country. But the more attractive you make yourself in all those areas, social skills, physique, looks max, money to a certain extent, the easier it gets. So just got to level up in all areas of your life and stop blaming your race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one small thing I will add. Typically people look at 99 ways that someone else is failing. Meanwhile, you should look at that one person who got that success. So it's like in my mind, it's like it only has to work once, and then I can replicate it thousands of times if I want. I mean, that's how scientists, created the light bulb. Like that's how astronauts are fucking sending are going to the moon because they found 100 ways to fail, but they only needed that one way to succeed. And that's how, businesses are created. Fucking CEOs are becoming billionaires. It's like, it only has to work once. It doesn't matter how many tries do you do. Like, it has to work once. That's it.
Yeah,
Exactly. If someone
we got
else
a
is doing
solid
it, why
next
not you,
question
right?
for
So,
that.
so one thing is also you
Let's
have to,
hang
yeah,
on. Let me
one more
just
thing.
quickly get Justin into this. Justin
Okay.
just joined. Justin,
What's up,
Mark.
boys?
So my question to you, we did before this. What kind of Indian are you? Born in India or born in another country? Tell us your Tim Hortons background, Justin.
That's a very funny question. What type of Indian are you? So I'm actually born in Canada, born in Toronto. My family is Indian. So my parents are from Mumbai, but my family is half Mangalorean, half Goan. So my family's actually from the Christian Catholic part of India. And yeah, I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. I have never actually been back to India except once when I was 5 years old, which I don't really remember much. I actually have some very vague, distant memories from it. But so yeah, I mean, a lot of Indian guys consider me like a whitewashed brown guy, and yeah, I mean that's a little bit of the backstory. Grew up in Toronto. I did travel all over the world, so I've done game all over the world. Funny enough, lost my virginity to an Indian chick who's also going actually at the end of high school. So I mean, I've definitely dated brown girls, dated a lot of other types of women as well. And so yeah, I mean that's just the backstory.
We're currently discussing is uh, dating harder for Indian guys, or is that just a myth? What's your
Yeah, I
take?
mean it's a very, very loaded question, right? Because India has the largest population of people on the earth. So wouldn't it logically make sense that like dating wasn't harder, right? But I think because there's so many fucking Indian guys out there and a lot of you guys just struggle. There's this like vocal thing on the internet of like all these desperate fucking Indian dudes because dating in general is hard. Okay. Dating for dating coaches is fucking hard. All the guys I know that tear up the most pussy are always getting the most heartbroken. Okay. Dating is hard. Okay. It's like running a fucking business. Okay. It isn't easy, right? Relationships take a lot of effort and a lot of work. Right. And so, especially, if you're living in scarcity and you don't have the right skills, dating is hard as well. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's harder or easier for Indian guys. I mean, guys, I live in Toronto. Okay, there's a massive, massive population of immigrants here. It's a very competitive city. There's a lot of Indian guys here, and I see the guys. A lot of guys I know that are of Indian descent. They do really well with women. Okay, now a lot of other guys also don't do great with women. Right? You go to the club, you'll see like I'll have my table at the club, with a bunch of girls there. I look around the bar, and there's just like 100 dudes lined up on the fucking wall. Some of those guys are white, some of them are Indian, but they're all just standing there in the peasant corner, not getting any pussy. Okay. And so that's just how it is. Right, guys? So dating in general is hard. It is definitely gonna be hard for Indian guys in the West if you don't understand cultural values and social norms. So that's a huge issue a lot of Indian guys have noticed is a lot of guys who are from India would immigrate to a new country, maybe it's the UK, maybe it's Australia, right? And then they'll have issues fitting in and dating the local people, right? So think about it, right? Imagine you're an Indian guy and you move to America and you're struggling to date women there. I have clients like that. And it's because they just don't understand certain social norms, right? Or they're like a little bit socially unaware of things. So if you can just increase your social awareness, increase your understanding of how other people feel, right? It'll be easier for you to date beautiful women because at least those women find you relatable now. But if women don't find you relatable, especially because you're from a foreign country and you grow up in the same place, then yeah, obviously you're gonna have issues dating. So I mean that's really the main issue that I find and you guys struggle with is just understanding how to think like a Westerner and then date Western women. It's like a major, major issue I find a lot of you guys have.
So, okay. So
Any
one thing I want to add
response?
in this thing, like when I talk about the mindset, this is like again, it is a slightly double-edged sword if you're not understanding it properly. So how I explain you with an example from Indian example. So if I tell about you the mindset, so what kind of mindset Indian people should have when they're going outside India to get girls. So it should be definitely like very thinking about yourself very high. But at the same time, when you are saying that, I am the shit, I know everything, I am the boss or something, then it should be I go to the girl and it should be easy for girl to, I can approach and the girl will find me attractive. So this is not how it will work. So imagine the best example I have given also to my students. So in the old time, colonial time, when the East India Company came to India, so what kind of mindset they had? They had the mindset they are superior. But they were less in number. They were less in numbers, and they have to adapt to the Indian culture, the businesses, to the people, the kings and everything, to make the business deal, and slowly they capture the whole India. So when the Indian is going, the mindset should be the same, but they have to adapt to the Western culture, society, the girl, this like social, so a social calibration. That's where the technical game is required. The mindset, you always have that mindset, but the technical game is required to get that white girl, the Western girl. Make sense?